sum of money that you could never have imagined will be deposited into your bank account this week. According to God, my dear, because I'm doing you a favor, I can guarantee that money will flow to you without any hitches. Until the quit is accessible in God's favor on the great path of life, where every thread intertwines with infinite others, producing an immense and convoluted picture, watch this film. In the middle of this incredible introduction, there is a gentle and constant voice that talks to you immediately, even if it is easy to feel lost or excluded. It's a sign from on high, a guarantee that you are cherished and distinguished from everyone else, and that you have not been forgotten. This one-of-a-kind wish is more than a passing favor. It is a deep and everlasting assurance of plenty and sustenance. It's a sure bet that the money that usually appears hard to get by will magically appear in your life. That doesn't mean you should sit back and hope that money magically appears in your lap, as the video suggests. Life may really be full of challenges. On the other side, if you believe it to be true in Jesus, it's a sign that your hard work will be rewarded, that the roads you choose will bring you plenty of money, and that God will bless your labor. Just picture a farmer cultivating the land, planting the seeds, and then patiently waiting for the rain. The work of the farmer is essential, but the rain is also crucial. Otherwise, there may be no crop. The timing of God's favor on your life's attempts is like sowing seeds. It's as if the rain falls at the perfect moment. In addition to supporting your endeavors and producing an abundant harvest, this unique option also takes a stab at the notion that chances will present themselves in unexpected ways. You never know where opportunities may knock, how connections will materialize to help you advance, or what ideas will ignite your success. A sign that everything in the cosmos is working to your advantage. This assurance of trouble-free financial prosperity is undoubtedly based on a more profound comprehension of what true riches are, and it is guided by a higher power that wants you to prosper just as much. Being wealthy isn't necessarily about amassing vast quantities of money or material goods. Rather, it's about achieving a condition of plenty where your needs are satisfied and you have enough to share with others. It is a treasure that gives happiness, contentment, and success right now, not just to you, but to everyone around you. Because your sustenance comes from a source bigger than yourself, you are driven to share your benefits with others, and you approach life with a spirit of thankfulness and generosity. This is an invitation in God's favor. On this path to plenty, your act of giving will not only increase the rewards in your own life, but it will also serve as a wellspring of good fortune for others around you. Keep in mind that difficulties and disappointments are inevitable. They teach us to be resilient, persistent, and faithful, and they are a part of being human. God's promise doesn't guarantee a life free of challenges, but it does give you the power to conquer them. Additionally, this divine assurance will help you move forward even when you are experiencing difficulties and find grace and provision. Let your heart be receptive to the many bureaucracies that provide benefits. Money and riches may come from unexpected places, like unexpected financial opportunities, but they can also come from unexpected places, like meaningful relationships, positive evaluations, and times of deep joy and contentment. Appreciate and comprehend these many manifestations of plenty. Remember that this unique option allows you to live in accordance with your highest principles in the end. What it really means is that you should follow your heart, do what makes you happy, and do what makes you unique. Doing so makes you an instrument of God's favor. You become a benefit to others around you, as well as a receiver of God's favor. Therefore, my little child, as you go forth, please know that I am not alone. I am guiding you, watching over you, and cherishing you. Instead of seeing riches as an end in itself, you'll see them as a means to an end, a life filled with ease and fulfillment. Have faith in this guarantee. Pray fervently for your dreams and see how the special favor of God materializes in your lives. To go on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, all you have to do is click the Be Part of button and become a member of our non-secular family. God promises that, my little child, your life will shift from stagnation to progress, from scarcity to abundance, from anxiety to clarity, and from injury to non-violence. Have faith in your position at the perimeter of a vast, heavily forested region. This forest is a representation of all the challenges and difficult times you overcame. Your hands, which were once empty, are now filled with plenty in this valley. Your thoughts have cleared up with the air. Like fog in the early light, the confusion that had obscured your thoughts and made each choice seem like a huge chore fades away. Finding solace in the calm of the valley, rather than the maze of the forest, you find the answers you've been seeking via the power of simplicity. The path you are now following on your trip has not been without its share of challenges, but now that you see clearly, you may rationally pursue your goals and aspirations. Although you can still feel the scars left by the brambles that ensnared you, the suffering is beginning to lessen now that you are inside the valley and surrounded by indications of advancement and clarity. A profound, all-pervasive calmness takes its place, settling into your very being. This calm does not negate the past but rather changes it, transforming your pain into strength and your wounds into knowledge. The journey from stuck to free, from scarcity to abundance, from oppression to purity, and from violence to non-violence isn't a one-and-done deal. It's an adventure that calls for faith, tenacity, and the belief that change is achievable. This is a path that I no longer take alone. The spirit that led you out of the forest and into the valley will be a constant companion as you journey towards a better future. So, inexpensive baby, have a heart attack. You are about to go on a remarkable journey of self-discovery, strength, and abundance as you navigate the challenges you are now facing. Your tale will not finish here. Rather, it will begin with these trials. Relaxation and ease of reading are not pipe fantasies. They are realities that are waiting for you. Keep believing, keep moving ahead, and enjoy life as it happens. Delve into the emotions associated with each stage, the difficult challenges faced, and the lessons gained in ways you never thought possible. Now you can provide more than just well wishes. You can also show someone the way through life's challenges by pointing them toward God and their faith. Amidst the stars and galaxies, in the vastness of space, there is a power that goes beyond understanding, an overwhelming love, and an endless awareness. This all-knowing, all-loving entity, whom many refer to as God, keeps a constant eye on us. From the time we take our first breath until the very last beat of our hearts, God speaks to us, His precious children, promising miracles, blessings, and upgrades to enrich our lives and lead us on the path of accomplishment. God's omnipotent grace embraces us as we travel through the magnificent majesty of nature and the gentle murmurs of the wind, nourishing our spirits and guiding us. He is always there, waiting to give us His wonderful gift, as He has promised. Signs of God's love and might are those astounding events that contradict common sense and logic. Memories of God's constant presence in our lives are heightened whenever we see His miraculous healing of a sick loved one or His surprising gift of resources in times of great need. In times of despair, each miracle serves as a reminder of His limitless mercy. Benefits also pour forth from God's kind hand, bestowing favor and plenty on us. Lots of documentation is included with them. In reality, the comfort of friendship is more important than a successful profession or a lovely family. We no longer get blessings because of our merit, but because of God's infinite love for His children. Each blessing is a precious gift. When we feel down or uncertain about life, those benefits help us remember that we are not alone and give us the courage to persevere. But now God's love goes beyond only preventing good things from happening. It also goes beyond that and into the realm of betterment, leading us to maturity and self-discovery in the face of adversity. God makes us strong and resilient so that we can face the challenges of life with grace and strength. In the face of adversity, we become stronger and wiser. This is the work of God's transforming power in our lives. God is orchestrating everything, and He is leading us to a better future. He has unfaltering trust in our abilities and supports our dreams and ambitions. We are given the strength to follow our hearts and do what makes us happy, thanks to His heavenly direction. In the midst of the daily commotion, it is easy to lose sight of our author's promises and the miraculous benefits and developments that may be in store for us, even though we know that His love for us will never expire. Always remember to seek comfort in God's loving embrace when you're feeling doubtful or sad. Trusting in God's plan for your life and submitting to His will are the only ways to find true peace and contentment. So, include all the wonders, advantages, and improvements that God has planned for you, you pricey baby. You will find everything you need to flourish and achieve success in every facet of your life in His hands. So be open to His love and let His grace lead you on this wonderful journey called lifestyle. There is a heavenly principle that guides the fate of every creature inside the vast fabric of existence, where light and evil dance in perpetual struggle. Like a doting father looking over their children, this principle, which many people call God, guarantees to maintain justice and make sure the wicked don't win. Through His prophets, God reassures His people of His steadfast dedication to justice and fairness. The unending struggle for humanity's soul has been chronicled in every chapter of history, as the struggle between good and evil has played out in a never-ending bureaucracy. Nevertheless, in this world of chaos and uncertainty, there remains hope in God's unfaltering promise. With His newfound fairness and simplicity as God, He no longer ignores evil doings or ignores the prayers of the virtuous. Instead, He is a source of strength, ready to step in for those seeking truth and justice. While evildoers may experience brief success in their plans, it is only a mirage that will eventually fall apart due to divine retribution. God's justice has no bounds. It is timeless and spatially transcendent, knitting itself unfalteringly into the fabric of existence. Though justice's wheels may sometimes roll slowly, they ultimately lead to the virtuous victory and the wicked's destruction. In times of trouble, the righteous take comfort in knowing that they are not alone and that divine justice is always at work to protect them. Even when it seems like there's no hope at all, they hold on to the belief that justice will prevail in the end, and they look forward to a better day beyond today. The justice of God, however, is not always only retributive. On the contrary, it is restorative, aiming to restore the world from its disintegration and bring about His own reconciliation through acts of kindness and compassion. In His infinite wisdom, He grants salvation to the penitent sinner and pardon to the broken-hearted. Instead of seeking the annihilation of evildoers, His current goal is to help them become holy, loving people. On the other hand, there will be a day of judgment, an afternoon when justice will be swift and merciless for those who continue to be evil and ignore the decision of divine mercy. At that time, the loyal will be vindicated for their fidelity and rewarded, while the wicked will suffer the consequences of their actions, their plans falling apart before their eyes like a house of cards. God is not on the sidelines, watching human history unfold. Rather, He is actively involved, exerting infinite effort to bring about a just outcome. With unfaltering faith, the righteous press on, knowing that their God is with them the whole way, even if the path ahead may be long and treacherous. Take courage, little child of God, and fight valiantly for your faith. Despite the uncertainty of the night and the darkness of the path, the righteous are assured that the dawn of justice is drawing close, and it will shine brilliantly on the horizon in God's hands. Righteousness will triumph over wickedness, and justice will triumph. Amidst a world filled with doubt and uncertainty, deep within each of us is a need to find purpose and meaning. In the midst of life's difficulties, it is precisely in these times of weakness that God, the compassionate author, speaks to His precious children, offering comfort and guidance. If you're going to remain, He murmurs, do it for me and not for yourself. Give me your problems. These dependable but profound words hold the key to true success and inner calm as we struggle through life with our worries and anxieties. God asks us to surrender them to Him, to place them on His shoulders, and to accept them as real with His boundless wisdom and love, because He alone has the power to alleviate our weakness and the weight that clings to us. Embracing His presence brings solace and renewal to our weary souls. However, letting go of our troubles is more than just letting go. It's a declaration of faith in God's care and providence. When we put our lives in God's hands, we allow Him to guide us in the right direction, leading us to righteousness and truth. Our freedom to remain in God's plan and fulfill His purpose for our lives has been shackled by our own aspirations and ambitions. Living a life devoted to God is an exhortation to put our selfish aspirations on the back burner and devote ourselves to a higher calling. As we seek to unite our will with His and mature into ambassadors of His love and grace in the world, we embark on a transformative path of self-discovery. True success and its significance are revealed to us as we dwell with God. Reason and importance permeate every aspect of our lives. Living a life devoted to God does not include completely denying our own desires. Rather, it entails letting go of our own will and allowing Him to work through us for the better. We are aiming to co-create a worldwide one filled with love, compassion, and justice. Thus, it's a partnership between the writer and audience. When we make our home in God's presence, we discover who we really are, a person whose identity is founded on God's grace and love. But there are difficulties in living a life devoted to God. Doing so requires bravery, persistence, and unfaltering trust. Challenging as it may be to resist the allure of fame and fortune in our materialistic world, the question Jesus poses is this: what does it cost a person to gain the world but lose his soul in the end? True success comes not from being rich or having a lot of energy, but from knowing that our lives have been lived in connection to something greater than ourselves. Listen to His voice and surrender your cares to Him, little child of God. Let His love transform you from the inside out, leading you to truth and justice. Because when you make your home in God's presence, you will experience genuine contentment and satisfaction, which will serve as a witness to His infinite mercy and compassion. In life's peaceful moments, we hear God's voice speaking, whispering quietly in the gentle wind, and in the stillness of our hearts, my priceless toddler reaches out to touch the depths of our souls with a voice brimming with love and warmth. Prepare yourself to receive the many benefits that will come your way. These powerful but understated words speak much about hope, promise, and heavenly confirmation. Feelings of excitement and eagerness are bubbling up within us. The US is a common stop along the way in lifestyles. As we journey through life, we will experience highs and lows, joy and sorrow. But we will also be led towards our destiny by a divine hand that watches over us. The blessings promised by God are not necessarily monetary riches or fame on earth, but rather the overflowing joy, contentment, and love that characterize our lives as we follow His precepts. The best way to prepare for God's advantage is to surrender our concerns and uncertainties to His perfect plan and trust in His word. In order to remember that every celebration is a stepping stone to something greater, we must be able to see beyond the here and now and focus on the broader picture. It's about learning to be thankful all the time, appreciating the little things in life, taking pleasure in the sunset, hearing a baby giggle, and feeling the comforting embrace of a friend's body. God uses these things to His advantage when He hides signs of His love and presence from us. If we want to be a beacon of hope in a world that can often seem so bleak, we must also be prepared to share what we have with others who are less fortunate. It all comes down to making the most of our skills. Helping the downtrodden is a way to put our resources to good use and make a difference in the world. We are not alone in God's favor. Rather, we are to participate in His bounty as we hold on to it. Now, we not only have a positive impact on other people's lives, but we also find purpose and satisfaction in our own. A heavenly river that benefits all those it comes into contact with. It is a never-ending circle of giving and receiving. It takes perseverance and trust in God to be ready to receive His rewards. On occasion, we may feel as if our prayers are going unanswered and nothing is happening. Nevertheless, the time is optimal according to God, and His methods differ from ours. He knows exactly what we need and when we need it, and He's working behind the scenes to make His plans a reality for us. Being loyal, holding on to hope, and keeping our hearts open are crucial throughout these times of preparation. It would be a mistake for us to give up or give in to discouragement. Instead, we should focus on growing spiritually, strengthening our relationship with God, and becoming ready for the gifts that may be on the way. The benefits of following God also include changing ourselves, becoming more like Him in our attitudes, words, and deeds. To live lives that reflect His kindness and grace, it's about allowing His love to transform us from the inside out. If this change brings about genuine joy and contentment, then it must be the greatest gift ever. While we prepare for the benefits that God will provide, it is important to be aware of the difficulties that may arise. Benefits always come with responsibilities, and sometimes they even put us in difficult situations. However, these trials are chances to mature in our faith and learn to rely on God more. They are all part of the journey. Ultimately, the promise of blessings from God serves as a constant reminder of His unchanging love for us, a love that never gives up, never fails, and never stops. The call is to live lives of faith, hope, and love, to have faith in His divine purpose, and to be ready to receive all the wonderful things He has planned for us. Because of this, let us pray openly, put our faith in God's promises, and be ready for the benefits that will come our way. With God on our side, we can overcome any obstacle, achieve any goal, and get any blessing that we ask for. Think about getting a word from God, promising a deluge of benefits and miraculous events. Not only does this story provide hope, but it also lays out the steps to a life of joy, contentment, and peace. A life that you and your loved ones may enjoy right now. Imagine your life as a canvas where miracles develop every day, bringing fresh advantages. Let's examine how this divine guarantee may transform your existence. These aren't only large acts of kindness, they also include the little, almost invisible moments of grace that add depth and sweetness to life. The tranquility of the morning, the unexpected generosity of a complete stranger, or the breathtaking beauty of your natural surroundings are all things that could bring you joy. The divine promise of an abundant life is echoed in these seemingly little events, which have a deep influence. Everyone in your family becomes a character in this joyful story. Imagine a world where understanding and empathy make dispute resolution easier, replacing negative emotions like rage and impatience. The relationships between you and your family get stronger as a result of sharing joyful times and collectively seeing miracles in your life. The method for overcoming obstacles will need to be revised, but that doesn't imply it won't be. You face challenges with faith and hope, understanding that they are but stepping stones to greater blessings in this life filled with divine confidence. To be happy is to be pleased with what you have and who you are while still yearning for more. It's not a passing feeling, but a permanent state of mind. You become an inspiration to everyone around you when your joy radiates through your interactions. Spreading the benefits you've received, your presence brings comfort and joy to people around you. Peace, too, will become an essential part of your life. It's more than just the absence of conflict. It's a deep calm that can weather any storm. With this calm, you can face the world with a clear head and a calm heart, choosing actions that benefit both yourself and those around you. Please God. Miracles become more apparent in opportunities that seem to materialize out of nowhere, tailored to your desires and dreams, in changes to your life's trajectory, and in the sudden insights that alleviate long-standing problems if you believe in God Jesus, as your life is filled to the brim with these blessings. These miraculous occurrences aren't haphazard. Rather, they are signs of the divine promise being fulfilled in your life and serve as a reminder of the boundless possibilities that may be brought about by maintaining a positive outlook and faith. This lucky life encourages giving back and sharing what you have with others. As a result of your benefits, others start to want and propose that they too might live a life of joy, contentment, and pleasure. A domino effect of goodwill and charity emanates from you. Keep in mind that the point of contemplating this heavenly promise isn't so much to wait for future gifts as it is to recognize and be grateful for the miracles that may already be happening in your life. Living a purposeful life, choosing happiness and serenity despite adversity, and opening your heart to the boundless possibilities that religion offers are all part of it. An invitation to live more completely, to feel appreciation in every moment, and to share the bounty of your life with others. That is the divine message of a miraculous and advantageous life in action. This path of blessings is about more than simply getting ahead. It's about making a lasting impact on your loved ones and the world at large via the love, joy, and serenity that you leave behind. As you go down this path, remember that every step you take in trust gets you nearer to the abundant life of joy, contentment, and pleasure that the divine has promised. Envision yourself getting an impassioned word from God that assures you of deep and personal healing, plenty, and surprising chances. This is more than simply words on a page. It's a life-altering promise that incredible things are about to happen in your life. As we embark on this journey together, let us uncover the profound nature of this divine promise and how it manifests in your life. Recuperation is a life-altering experience that affects every part of you. Just think about how much better life would be after using this repair procedure. The physical body starts to recover, the mind starts to repair, and emotional scars start to fade. Restoring inner calm, regenerating the soul, and revitalizing force are more important than conquering diseases throughout this rehabilitation. You experience a gradual but steady increase in strength, vibrancy, and inner calm as you navigate through life. After you've healed and laid the groundwork, prosperity will start to find you. Although financial success is undeniably a component, this is more than that. It's a plethora of love, joy, relationships, and possibilities. Think about all the times in your life that made you happy just being you. Personal connections that enrich your spirit and material success that grant your wildest dreams. You become more generous as you discover additional ways to share your bountiful resources with others, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits everyone it comes into contact with. One of the most fascinating aspects of this heavenly promise is the way it may transform your lives in ways you never thought possible. These opportunities may take the form of novel pursuits that reveal your latent talents, daring meetings that lead to meaningful relationships, or fresh employment routes that light a fire under your soul. In the midst of this promised metamorphosis, every chance encounter seems like a gift, well-timed and tailored to your path, propelling you forward. You and your perspective on making changes to your way of life. Problems are no longer seen as impediments, but as opportunities for growth. Truthfully, you grow with each event. Recognizing your own power and perseverance allows your religion to grow, not just inside the divine, but also within yourself. Giving back to the community with the gifts you've received is a life-changing aspect of this journey. Once you've gotten over your personal struggles, you become an inspiration to everyone around you. Helping those less fortunate is just one more way your lavish lifestyle brings joy and good fortune to more people than you have ever dreamed possible. You encourage others around you to be receptive to the opportunities life presents, both for the big moments and the little marvels that go unrecognized as you embrace and grow from each new chance. Everything in life, from the ease of it to the splendor of nature, the delight of friends' laughter, and the love of family brings you joy. Being thankful for what you have allows your blessings to grow, bringing more good fortune your way. No matter how many supernatural assurances you get in your life, difficult times will still arise. However, knowing that you will also receive healing, plenty, and opportunities will give you the strength to overcome these challenges. You consider that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, a threat to strengthen your faith and character as you carry out your sacred vow. As a symbol of kindness and care, you have emerged. Many are moved by your journey, which encourages them to embrace change. Keep believing even when things seem hopeless, and let the divine into their lives. A legacy is not only of what you've done, but also of the lives you've affected, the wishes you've inspired, and the love you've given. This is my one love for you, God. The key to fulfilling this heavenly promise is to seize the day. Gratitude for the beauty and blessings in your life is a gift in and of itself, but it takes an open mind and heart to really appreciate them. Trusting the journey, even when the path isn't obvious, and being included, loved, and led are important parts. A life-altering route is laid forth in this heavenly message of restoration, plenty, and unexpected possibilities. As you walk this path, may you take everything at face value with an attitude of optimism and let your heart be open to the wonders you will see. Never forget that you are never really alone and that each little step forward brings you closer to a life of joy, love, and satisfaction beyond your wildest dreams. The divine promise to remain out of every beautiful, challenging, and transformational second is yours to accept, and this trip is yours to enjoy. The gentle, comforting presence of God's voice envelops our tired spirits as it reaches out to us in the night silence and the wind's whispers, "My beloved child." His passion for saying it surpasses the limitations of our knowledge. Possessing much in life is possible without exerting yourself physically or going to battle. In a world where success is often equated with material wealth and the amount of effort put in, these words soothe our weary souls and introduce a profound truth that encourages us to view life through the lens of faith rather than a never-ending battle. A message of hope, God's word reminds us that true riches, contentment, joy, and satisfaction do not come from human endeavors alone, but from a relationship of profound trust with Him. It challenges us to reevaluate our priorities and realize that the greatest blessings are those that come to us with God's mercy. Having faith broadens one's definition of plenty beyond material possessions. It's about living each moment to the fullest and finding delight in the little things. A life in harmony with the divine will, a spirit ready to believe, and a heart open to receiving are all that is now necessary to experience this divine promise of abundance. Peace in the midst of upheaval and love in every encounter rather than hard work. Instead of going all out for material prizes, we tend to let our preconceived notions about success and happiness go. The message is to relax, enjoy life as it is, and always be thankful for all the good things in our lives. Embracing a mindset change from complaining about our poverty to being grateful for what we have allows us to see God's abundant provision in all areas of our lives. That we should not fight for plenty is another evidence of faith's power that God has given us. Faith asks us to believe that God sees our wants and desires and may fulfill them in ways beyond our wildest imaginations. It also asks us to accept as real His intentions for our lives. Rather than depending on our own knowledge and abilities, it teaches us to trust in God, who leads us and opens doors we never knew existed. It also teaches us to share what we have with others so that they might live abundantly. Realizing that genuine riches are not found in amassing material possessions, but in freely sharing our time, talents, and skills with others, we become vessels of God's grace, shower others with blessings, and in return, enjoy the joy that comes from being in the company of others. The giving and receiving in this cycle represents God's essence. He loves to shower his children with plenty, and we should not be surprised if we encounter trials that put our faith and resilience to the test as we embrace this promise of abundance. However, the message from God gives us hope that we are never truly alone, even in the darkest hours. His presence is a constant wellspring of strength and solace, helping us to remember that our difficulties do not determine our abundance, but rather that it is based on His unfaltering love and faithfulness, a solid foundation upon which to build our lives. Practicing daily acts of faith and submission, such as beginning each day with prayer and seeking His direction, is essential for living in the riches God promises. Read God's Word, which feeds our spirits and changes our thoughts so that we can see the world through His eyes. Build relationships with other believers who will encourage and support you. And listen to God's voice as you play your sport. Finally, God's announcement that we don't have to work hard or struggle for abundance is a call to live differently. It invites us to a religious life where waiting on God's provision replaces worrying about the future, where enjoying the present is more important than worrying about ourselves, and where love governs our relationships with others. Fulfillment must be rethought such that non-secular development, peace, and relationships take precedence above material wealth, social celebrity, and other superficial measures of success. Living according to this heavenly perspective on riches brings us immense joy, fulfillment, and independence. The wonder of Advent is revealed to us as we learn to discern God's hand at work. The gift of fellowship and the thrill of doing His will fill us with confidence as we go forward, secure in the knowledge that our God, who takes pleasure in showering His children with blessings, loves, cares for, and provides for us. Therefore, let us listen carefully to God's gentle prod and let it influence our thoughts, actions, and salvation. You may have much in your life without being cautious or difficult, my pricey child. In those words, God extends an invitation to a more intimate relationship with Himself, to a way of life marked by faith, tranquility, and an abundance of blessings in the calm times of contemplation. An angelic voice murmurs comfort into our hearts as the arena seems to slow down just enough to let us regain our breath. Jesus Christ is with me, my precious child. It sounds both familiar and holy in its voice. The remainder of this week has the potential to be spectacular for you, I assure you. In our sometimes hectic, fast-paced lives, these simple words have a deep meaning and provide hope for a better future. Rather than promising a life free of hardship, this word from God emphasizes the need to discover pleasure and beauty in the midst of adversity. Even in the darkest of times, when we feel alone or defeated, we are led, covered, and treasured by Him because He watches over us. We are encouraged to see each day in a different light, expecting wonderful things to come from a place of trust and a strong desire to fully fulfill this promise. Every day, we go about our lives with the confidence that comes from knowing we are completely dependent on His divine protection and supply, and we are known to rely on Him completely. Experience the venue for yourself. This week, just as God had promised, is an opportunity to savor life to the fullest, to see the beauty in the mundane through the prism of faith, and to know that His love and concern are evident in even the tiniest of blessings. In the midst of the mundane, there will be moments of beauty, like waking up to the sun's warmth on our faces, hearing the joyous laughter of a loved one, or the serenity of a morning prayer. Those are the marvels that grace our lives with beauty. While the moments God promises will bring us immense delight, we are also called to action by this promise, which asks us to be the ones who sell the marvel that God has promised. Inviting people to be kind, encouraging them, and sharing our love with them helps us become co-creators with God in making this week wonderful for everyone, not just ourselves. We experience personal blessings when we help other people, and we get blessings when we give to others. Gratefulness is an additional virtue that will help us keep our vow. We may grow in our awareness of God's presence and provision when we make an effort to recognize and appreciate the blessings in our lives, whether that's via writing them down in a gratitude book, talking about them with friends and family, or just pausing for an honest reflection on the day's gifts. By keeping this pledge, we commit to being receptive to God's kindness and to the ways in which He may surprise us. The key is to be adaptable, to let go of our own goals and agendas, and to let God lead us into opportunities, experiences, and interactions that we could never have predicted. During this glorious week leading up to Christmas, you may also focus on yourself and find spiritual rebirth. A period of quiet reflection and prayer may help us connect with God more deeply and get insight into His will for our lives. As we approach Him, we feel renewed in spirit, energized in thought, and ready to face the difficulties that lie ahead with love and compassion. This promise gives us hope by reassuring us that we can confront anything that comes our way with God's help and serenity. We can be certain that He is working everything out for our benefit, even if we may not be able to see the immediate outcomes as the week progresses. Whether it's via photographs, diary entries, or shared experiences, we are urged to document the miracles that occur, as well as the delights and beautiful moments that comprise our days. These advantages, when shot, serve as a visual representation of God's love and faithfulness, encouraging us and others to keep confidence in His predictions. Ultimately, this heavenly assurance of a fantastic week serves as proof of God's individual concern for every individual. As far as our Creator is concerned, we are not just anonymous cogs in the wheel. Rather, we are His beloved children, acknowledged personally and treasured lovingly. Having this knowledge gives us a sense of value and community, which in turn makes each day more fulfilling. Simply put, God has promised us an incredible rest of this week. He is inviting us to remain completely, to love fully, and to seek His hand in everything. Share this video with 5 members of your family. Embrace each moment with gratitude and wishful thinking. Believe in His goodness, rest in His peace, and step into this week with open hearts and expectant spirits. In the quiet of early morning, when the world is still a soft voice, we will witness the unfolding of God's great promise in our lives. I whisper to my precious baby's soul, the rest of this week, I assure you, may be perfect for you. In the midst of life's uncertainties, this divine promise shines like a beacon of hope, laden with the weight of unwavering love and infinite consciousness. Rather than denying the difficulties that life might bring, this promise serves as a reminder that a thread of divine grace runs through each day, transforming ordinary occurrences into precious blessings. The invitation is to look up from the floor and witness God's hand in our lives, arranging moments of achievement, joy, and calm. The first step in accepting this promise is to let your heart open. Faith is based not on earthly things, but on the power of God to change our realities, which are invisible and unseen. This is about having faith that even when the path seems rocky, we are being guided to places of beauty and light. When you wake up each morning with a feeling of eagerness and a focus on what's to come, you're living in expectation of a fantastic week. The key is to begin each day by giving thanks to God for everything that He has provided, including the air we breathe, the sky above, and the potential inside each hour. Additionally, it entails fully engaging with people's lives as they transpire and living in the now. All too often, we skim through life, oblivious to the splendor and blessings that surround us because we are too busy worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Living life at a leisurely pace and appreciating each experience as a precious gift will help us to fully experience the wonder that God has promised. We are encouraged to look at the people around us from a fresh perspective, seeing them as carriers of God's compassion and mercy. By this promise, the opportunity to strengthen relationships, provide forgiveness when requested, and openly express particular affection and gratitude is there. Nurturing relationships is essential to experiencing the fullness of the pleasure promised to us, and life's miracles abound in them. On top of that, By accepting this promise technique, we may be open to surprises and the unexpected ways God may choose to reveal His kindness. The serendipity of encountering a timely word of encouragement or a breathtaking natural scene that touches our souls might be a daunting prospect. It takes a peaceful spirit and an open heart to listen to those heavenly words. Another component of a great week is selflessness. Regularly helping other people, being generous, and being of service to others provide us with the joy we desire. Focusing on the needs of others and having a positive influence in their lives allows us to not only fulfill the divine mandate to love our friends, but also to find fulfillment in our own lives and a lift in our spirits. We get the concept that is fundamental to the promise of a wonderful week when we give. Sustaining an optimistic and resilient outlook is also necessary to fulfill this divine promise. God encourages us to hold on to our faith and persevere through trials and tribulations, knowing that in every endeavor there is an opportunity for development and that His grace is a gift that never ends. Every great week has its share of challenges, but the best ones are the ones from which we grow spiritually and emotionally as a result of facing them head-on. Realizing the depth of this promise requires regular thought and prayer. Praying aloud every day brings our emotions into harmony with God's, allowing us to take strength from Him, ask for His wisdom, and thank Him for all His benefits. During these peaceful moments of fellowship, we are reminded of how much God loves us and how He has chosen to bless our lives. We hope to make the most of this week by embracing the promise of a fantastic week and by noticing and appreciating the little things that often go unnoticed, like a beautiful sunset, a friend's laughter, or the successful completion of a project. The joy and satisfaction we feel in our hearts are magnified when we take the time to appreciate these special moments. Because God cares about us, this assurance from God also encourages us to surrender our worries and concerns to Him. Donate to our channel on a daily basis so that God may reap the rewards. There should be no burden of needless stress in one's life. Instead, one should live freely and kindly. This way, we may relax and enjoy the joy and contentment that God has in store for us, but we also leave room to anticipate what God has in store for us. Beautiful weeks are adventures in faith that bear witness to the kindness of God and His purposes for our lives. The pledge is to look at the world with an optimistic and loving eye, to choose to see the many blessings rather than the problems, and to share those blessings with others. In everything that we do this week, may this promise remain with us, a constant reminder of God's provision and presence. The beauty all around us, the chances to grow and give, and the boundless potential that each day brings should inspire us to reflect on these things. With trust, appreciation, and eager expectation, we may surely savor the excellent week that God has promised in the early morning, when the arena is just beginning to awaken from its slumber. An expression of hope and devotion is delicately placed on the coronary heart. In the words of my precious kid, I hear the reassuring and authoritative voice of the divine. The benefits I'm introducing to your budget are ones you weren't aware existed before. An enduring promise of sustenance from the one who perceives our needs before we speak them. This pronouncement shines a light in the night with its deep simplicity. When times are tough financially, it's usually because people are looking for ways to live life on the edge. Many people struggle to sleep at night because they worry about their financial future and their ability to provide for their loved ones. However, even in the darkest hours, we have God's promise to lean on, to know that we are not alone, that God sees our struggles, and that help is on the way. One must first get the essence of religion under control, an understanding that goes beyond the material world in order to fulfill this promise. Believe that God is kind and loyal. He can accomplish much more than everything we ask for or think of. This is the essence of faith. As a dynamic force that drives us forward and encourages us to live in expectation of the benefits that will return, this religion is everything from passive. You have to change your mindset from scarcity to plenty if you want to live in anticipation of financial rewards. Reframing our financial situation from a source of stress to a conduit through which God's provision flows is an important part of this. By maintaining this outlook, we are able to both appreciate the many benefits that are now upon us and welcome the many more that are yet to come. By following God's promise, we may also become responsible stewards of the resources we have. The focus is on maintaining control of our money, making wise decisions, and avoiding the traps of consumerism and greed. In this way, we give the new benefits a chance to germinate and flourish, increasing the likelihood that we will be ready to seize and multiply them whenever they arrive. Meditation and prayer are crucial parts of this process. God is invited into our economic journey via prayer when we convey our hopes, worries, and wishes to Him. We may learn God's will for our finances via meditation, which helps us to listen to His direction. Opening the door to divine knowledge and direction, this two-way communication is crucial because it aligns our hearts with God's functions. Generosity is also crucial. By helping others less fortunate, we position ourselves to receive financial benefits from God. This creates a virtuous cycle in which we help others and ourselves, opening ourselves up to more blessings from God. A principle firmly established in God's character, generosity opens the opportunity for receiving, and more importantly, accepting. The practice of appreciation, namely recognizing and appreciating the advantages we already possess, is an essential component of this commitment. By focusing on what we have rather than what we don't have, on our strengths rather than our weaknesses, and on our Creator rather than our problems, even the smallest acts of appreciation may have a profound impact on our whole outlook on life. In addition to enticing us to dream bigger about EXP and our future beyond the confines of our current reality, the prospect of new financial benefits motivates us to make religiously motivated plans for our future and to create ambitious but attainable objectives. The advantages that God bestows are unlimited. When we dream big, we allow God to use us in a way that exceeds our wildest expectations, and when we do so, we tap into the full potential of our abilities. Continuous effort is required in the prepared system. He has a way of bringing good things to us at just the right times, even if we can't always predict when they will happen. It is a demonstration of faith in God's time and supply to wait patiently, rooted in desire and maintained by religion. Therefore, bearing witness to the provision and faithfulness of God becomes a powerful testimony that promotes and elevates sharing our stories of how God has benefited us, even in ways we don't even know are possible. Remind us of the boundless ways in which God has been reliable in our lives and inspire others to follow Christ. Gratefulness, expectancy, stewardship, and the hope of future financial blessings from God are all part of a more profound religious life. It's an invitation to walk hand in hand with God as we practice good financial stewardship, putting our confidence in His supply, singing praises to His faithfulness, and looking forward to the plenty that awaits us as we live out this promise. We accomplish this with an attitude of unwavering faith, a readiness to see the good things that are happening, and the ability to receive everything that God has planned for us. Now that a new month has begun, my little baby, God is telling you to be ready for something very exciting because He is always watching over you. View this video until you get frustrated trying to explain it. Always have an optimistic outlook and a positive frame of mind. You never know what the future holds, and you can trust that God has great plans for you. It's a call to believe that everything is falling into place according to God's plan, a plan that is brimming with blessings, plenty, and endless chances to begin. Believe in yourself and follow your dreams. When the arena calms down and says, "Give up," desire is the soft voice that whispers in your ear. It's the belief that even in the worst of times, there will be a better day ahead. Bring your desires under control by looking forward to the possibilities rather than dwelling on the problems you're facing right now. Allow hope to tint your outlook with optimism and anticipation of good things to come, as you see your lives through the prism of want. Keep your positive outlook, since it's where your dreams grow. Having a positive outlook on life currently does more than just lift your spirits. It also attracts excellent possibilities and reports. Make sure you click the join button and participate in our change if you feel the need to join our religious family now in order to open a path to inner peace and enlightenment. Embrace the journey of appreciation by focusing on the things you have rather than dwelling on what you don't. Take pleasure in your accomplishments, no matter how little, and learn from your mistakes without letting them define you. You can cultivate an atmosphere conducive to miracles by maintaining an attitude of high-quality ideas, and you can believe in the divine plan for your life by doing the same. Adopting a faith-based perspective entails releasing control over every outcome and believing that every experience, no matter how challenging, serves a greater purpose. I believe that God is working behind the scenes, guiding my studies in a way that will bring me to my best potential. As the video suggests, imagine for a second that you are already at the place you want to go and that the love of God is directing your every move. Your future is full of boundless potential if you put your faith in the powerful Jesus. Your life is a blank slate, just waiting to be filled with the hues of your dreams and ambitions. Give oneself permission to dream big, unrestrained. Keep in mind that your potential is boundless and that with faith, hard work, and divine intervention, you can achieve anything. You have the power to sow the seeds of your dreams and see them grow. Your future is like a wide open field full of possibilities. Embrace your faith and live by it. It will be the rock upon which you may rest when life throws you curveballs. Have faith in God's promises, even if they haven't materialized quite yet, and believe in what you can't see. Knowing that you are being led, protected, and loved by a force larger than yourself gives you far more security. Pray that your faith will guide you in the dark times. You may find the strength to face your concerns and overcome obstacles by surrounding yourself with positive energy and spending time with supportive people. In order to maintain a positive attitude toward life, it's important to surround yourself with positive people who can motivate you to develop, encourage you to be your best self, and show you that there is good in the world. Spread positivity to everyone around you. When you openly share your hopes, love, and encouragement with others, you help them reach their goals while also trusting in God's plan. Taking initiative to achieve your objectives is equally critical. Set goals for yourself and design a strategy to reach them. Move on steadily, little by little, and rejoice at each accomplishment as you reach it. Your actions are powerful declarations of faith that you have committed to making a reality because you believe in your objectives and their validity. Cultivate a can-do attitude, knowing that challenges and obstacles are only part of the journey. When faced with adversity, look at these critiques as chances to learn and improve. Keep in mind that you are capable of completing each task because you are being prepared for the wonderful things that God has in store for you. Keep going, since everything occurs at the perfect time. Believe that everything will work out perfectly in due course. Realizing your ambitions could take more time than you anticipate. Rather than being passively prepared, endurance is actively embracing the truth inside the system and knowing that every moment is a stepping stone to achieving your goals. If you want to live a life full of reason, pleasure, and plenty, the message is to live optimistically, preserve an effective mentality, accept the truth from God, and believe in the endless possibilities of your future. You can unlock the boundless possibilities of existence by believing in your abilities, maintaining a positive outlook, trusting in a higher power, surrounding yourself with positive people, taking action toward your dreams, building resilience, and practicing staying power. Keep in mind that the cosmos loves and guides you like a kid. My precious little one, I have great plans for your future that are filled with promise and brilliance. Always look on the bright side and be open to taking advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. A call to action, a simple but powerful piece of advice, is to see each day as a blank slate ready to be filled with the vivid colors of hope, joy, and thankfulness. Make it a habit to be grateful first thing in the morning. Pause for a moment before you even set foot on the floor to express your gratitude to the universe for granting you another day. Simple acts of gratitude like these set the tone for your day and prepare your heart to receive the benefits that are on the way. When you're grateful, even the worst of days may seem brighter and ordinary moments can become extraordinary. Be optimistic and approach each day with the mindset that something amazing is about to happen. Optimism is more than just a state of mind. It's a choice, a conscious decision to dwell on the good things in life. It's a guarantee that no matter how dark things become, there's always a way out and a cause to keep going. A positive outlook is like a tank of gas. It keeps you going when you're pumped up and ready to go after your goals. Keep an open mind and heart, because opportunities for growth can come in the most surprising ways. On occasion, the most beneficial outcomes may be found in the most challenging circumstances, which teach us important lessons, fortify our character, and point us toward our true path. Incorporate these times with a light-hearted spirit, believing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Inculcate a love of pleasure, finding contentment in life's little pleasures. While you're having fun, whether it's dancing in the rain or laughing with friends, your infectious joy will affect everyone around you. Embrace the grace of a setting sun. Those delightful experiences are the advantages that enrich your life, adding a touch of tenderness and vibrancy. Being kind and compassionate pays dividends in ways you can't even begin to fathom. The good deeds you do for other people will come back to you tenfold. Acts of kindness, such as lending a helping hand or saying something encouraging, are like seeds that, when planted, blossom into forests of joy and connection. Helping others brings blessings into your own life and strengthens your faith, taking strength and direction from your non-secular principles. You can't ride out life's storms without faith. It's like having an anchor that keeps you from flopping about. Think of your life in the context of God's purpose for it, knowing that you are loved, led, and protected. You need to be able to bounce back quickly from setbacks and see difficult times as learning opportunities. With every challenge you overcome, you gain strength, wisdom, and readiness for the gifts that lie ahead. The ability to recover quickly and continue making progress with a fresh outlook and rationality is what we mean when we talk about resilience. Spend time tending to the connections in your life, valuing the ties that bind you and the affection they provide. One of the greatest joys in life is the affection and companionship of others. Make an effort to build strong, meaningful relationships with people who inspire and encourage you. Know that blessings frequently need your collaboration, and take action accordingly while you pursue your ambitions. Get your aspirations out there, make a plan, and work steadily toward your objectives. When we open doors and cultivate possibilities for blessings to float, when we teach ourselves to be persistent and believe in divine timing, the universe backs us up. The benefits you've been promised may finally show up at the last possible moment, not an instant too late. Patience is the unwavering conviction that everything happens for a reason and that the path is just as important as the destination. A life full of purpose, pleasure, and plenty may be yours if you live each day with an optimistic outlook and are ready to accept the benefits that come your way. A life well lived is one that is rooted in faith, resilient, nurturing relationships, moving closer to one's desires, trusting in one's own timing, beginning each day with gratitude, choosing optimism, being open to benefits in all bureaucracy, finding pleasure in the simple matters, and practicing kindness. Keep in mind that every day is a present, a chance to love sincerely, to live life to the fullest, and to take advantage of the limitless chances that come with different ways of living. Every thread in the fabric of our lives is sewn with choices. Echoes, my little baby, I want you to know that I am rooting for you, praying constantly, seeking God's guidance, and believing in His purpose for your life as you navigate this intricate creation. With a promise of guidance, solace, and certainty, this word of heavenly wisdom sheds light on the path ahead. Through the holy language of prayer, which nurtures your spirit and deepens your bond with God, you establish a direct channel to the divine. When you pray from the bottom of your heart, you will discover calm in the middle of the storm. With its clarity in the midst of chaos and its comfort in times of grief, prayer may be the first thing you turn to at the end of each day and the last thing your heart whispers to you at night. When you pray, you open your heart to receive direction and wisdom from above. When you seek God's guidance by laying your worries, dreams, and plans at His feet, you are demonstrating humility and agreement. You are admitting that no matter how hard you try, there may be higher knowledge that can see beyond this very second and understand the intricate web of your life's path. When you pray for guidance, you acknowledge your limitations and make room for the possibilities that might come from a higher power. This seeking is not a sign of feebleness, but of great strength and self-awareness, knowing that the best road forward is the one that is lit up by the light of God. Living in accordance with God's will requires unwavering faith in God's plan. Religion is putting one's faith in things that cannot be seen, in the idea that there is a higher power behind everything, from pleasure to projects. Even when the road ahead is unclear, know that your journey is a cog in a wheel that will ultimately serve your best interests and the best interests of others. Belief guarantees that you are being directed and that there is a hand guiding your every step with the aim that you will never be allowed to cross. Persist in a life characterized by faith, guidance, and prayer. In the silence of the morning, take a moment to contemplate every day. Pray to God, expressing your heartfelt aspirations, fears, and everything in between. In the difficult decisions and challenging times ahead, seek divine direction. You may be certain that no matter what challenges you face, you will remain firmly grounded in your faith via this daily practice of communion, which establishes a foundation of serenity and reason for your day. In times of prayer, cultivate an attitude of deep appreciation by taking stock of the many benefits in your life. Your presence is abundant, beautiful, and full of love. For these things, you should be grateful. Giving thanks strengthens your faith and brings you into harmony with God's plan because it allows you to see God's hand at work in everything. Divine guidance is often accessible in unexpected ways. Pay attention to it in the stillness of your heart and in the people and events around you. Listen carefully for signals, whether they come from your heart, a buddy, or something completely out of the blue. Have faith that God talks to you via the words you use every day, leading you gently toward your purpose. When the road ahead seems obscured by fog, it is more important to maintain direct trust. Let your faith serve as a beacon that illuminates your path. Remember how far God has brought you before, and trust that He will bring you even farther this time. Faith is choosing to believe even when faced with doubt, having no doubts whatsoever. Share some of your trip with others, and let those who are traveling with you feel supported and encouraged. Your story of faith, guidance, and prayer exemplifies the power of God's love. When you open up about the struggles you've overcome, you become an inspiration to everyone around you. With the knowledge that there is something to learn from every event, we may spread the light of religion far and wide, and we can incorporate each day's lessons. Instead of obstacles, the difficulties you encounter are chances to develop your perseverance and resilience. You may become more self-aware and in tune with your divine purpose as you rise through these courses by praying and asking God's direction. Embrace the journey, realizing that each moment is a blessing. You have the chance to live, love, and develop with the break of each new day. Embrace this blessing with delight. Embrace each day with a sense of wonder and awe at what God has in store for you. The choice to pray, seek His guidance, and believe in His plan opens the door to a life filled with deeper purpose, rationality, and connection. It's an adventure of faith where you can take comfort in the knowledge that you are never alone and that your life is being meticulously planned according to a divine blueprint. When you pray, you are having a conversation with God via direction. When you listen to His voice, you are walking hand in hand with the divine. And when you have faith, you are certain that the extraordinary is still to come within the vast expanse of your life's journey. With Him by your side, my little baby, a deep truth reverberates with the power of unfaltering trust. In the mighty name of Jesus, there may be no bounds to your success or happiness. With God by your side, your potential is limitless and your capacity for joy is endless. This is more than just an announcement. It's a promise, a divine assurance. Trust that there is a power bigger than any task you may face, assisting you at every turn, and begin each day with this knowledge. Your confidence, courage, and desire are all stoked by this professional knowledge. When you have God on your side, the seemingly insurmountable becomes attainable, and the formerly unattainable becomes attainable, enabling you to live out the fullness of this promise. Make prayer a daily habit. You may convey your deepest longings, concerns, and gratitudes to the divine via prayer, which acts as a bridge between your heart and the divine. As you partake in communion, you are reminded of the everlasting love and the presence of God. Every day, let prayer be the cornerstone of your life, drawing strength and direction from it as you face the challenges and opportunities ahead and grow in your connection with God's Word. In every aspect of life, the Bible provides wisdom, comfort, hope, and instruction. It is more than just a book. Read the Bible to find out who God is, what He has promised, and how He has a plan for your life. This information will serve as a beacon that guides you and illuminates your way. Using religion as a shield in a world full of uncertainties and concerns might help provide light on the path ahead when everything else fails. Regardless of the circumstances, you accept as real the kindness of God and His ability to express it. This is what religion stands for, a light of aspiration. Faith is having confidence in what you cannot see and holding on to the promise that all is possible with God. If you want to go beyond your creative limits and do great things, it's your faith that will urge you forward. Keep an attitude of thankfulness while you work toward your goals. Know what you have before you ask for more. Being grateful for everything in your life is a constant reminder of God's faithfulness and provision, and it's the key to experiencing pleasure. A state of mind of satisfaction and joy is domesticated, and it is capable of transcending external conditions. Finding joy in the present moment is about helping other people. The true measure of success is not what you obtain for yourself, but rather what you give to other people. Serving others brings you great pleasure and satisfaction as you reflect God's love and compassion. No matter how big or small, your provider leaves an impression, improving your life and the lives of those they come into contact with. Maintain ties to a community of believers. Life is a journey best experienced with companions. Put yourself in the company of others who share your ideas and values and who can encourage, pray for, and direct you. This community becomes a wellspring of positivity and strength, a place to share triumphs and sorrows with the assurance that you are loved and accepted just the way you are. Embrace the adventure. Every step of a life lived in harmony with God is an opportunity for learning, development, and revelation. Whether you're having a good time or not, take a moment to appreciate how God is working in your life. Believe that God is molding you into the person He made you to be through these trials, and embrace them with an open heart. No matter what you face, remember that with God on your side, you can do anything. There is a reason God has planted certain dreams in your heart, and He gives you the means to reach those dreams. Approach every objective with knowledge and confidence, knowing that you are supported by the power of the divine. The promise that whatever you set out to do will be accomplished in His perfect timing, and the fact that with God on your side, there is no limit to what you can achieve or the pleasure you may feel are deep truths that can change your life. Praying, engaging with the word of religion, being grateful, Being a part of a carrier community and embracing adventure are all ways to remain courageous, dream large, and enjoy every moment. In Jesus' powerful name, you have access to the limitless potential and joy that come from a relationship with God. While you sit peacefully one night, the truth reverberates in your chest, leading you closer to a life of boundless satisfaction and unparalleled faith. The outside is serene, and the faint din of modern life has faded into the background. In this peaceful moment, you feel a comforting voice murmuring softly within you. My darling, get ready for the wonderful things that are about to happen to you. Wishes, joy, and plenty are about to flood your life, brought to you by these simple but deep words. Never forget that benefits may manifest in the most unexpected ways and in a variety of formats. These moments may be filled with love, new friendships, the opportunity to pursue your aspirations, or even harsh times that teach you valuable skills. Every blessing is tailor-made for your journey and intended to support your growth and success. The little things in life, like the sun's warmth on your skin, the sound of laughter from loved ones, or the serenity of a moment to yourself, those are the benefits of each day that enhance your existence. To put them all together, cultivate an attitude of gratitude. A grateful heart is more receptive to receiving blessings and more able to see the plenty all around them. Foster an optimistic and ambitious mindset. Life is full of highs and lows, but if you keep a positive attitude, good things will come your way. Have faith that wonderful things are on their way to you and that you are being guided to greater and greater heights with each step you take. A positive outlook acts like a magnet, attracting like-minded people and opportunities. Trade with a spirit of generosity. While new advantages sometimes require a shift in approach, and while dealing with commerce may be intimidating, it is also the gateway to growth. Get ready to go out of your comfort zone and discover new things. The most stunning blossoms emerging from the worst winters were recalled by new paths. Incorporating change shows that you're strong and prepared to get what you want. Get yourself ready by setting clear intentions for the things you want to bring into your life. Get crystal clear on what you want, and then make concrete efforts to make it a reality. Your thoughts, words, and actions convey signals to the world about your intentions, and the universe will react accordingly. With the help of your intentions, good things will come your way. Stay strong and know that your time on this earth is just as it should be. When good things don't happen right away, it's natural to become frustrated or even doubtful. Your rewards will come when you are absolutely ready to receive, agree with, and cherish them, but everything happens at the appropriate time. Have faith that everything is happening the way it should be, and that you are getting closer and closer to the miraculous things that are waiting for you at every turn. In addition, be generous and nurture friendliness. Being a conduit for the benefits of others often brings rewards to ourselves. By helping others, we not only get the benefits of generosity, but we also pave the route to personal prosperity. Generosity and compassion from you cause a domino effect in the cosmos, which in turn brings you many benefits. Hold on to your faith while you go about your daily life. The inspiration that keeps you steady during the tempests and the solace that guides you through the shadows are both provided by faith. It's the unfaltering belief in the impending goodness, even when it goes unnoticed. You are never alone, and the good times are really just around the corner when you have faith, which links you to the divine source of all benefits. Remember that the ride is just as beautiful as the destination as you get ready for the high-quality benefits that are on their way to you. Your coronary heart's wishes may be known with each step you take in preparation. Gratitude and positivism may be domesticated. Incorporate trading and have explicit goals. Keep sticking to faith, show generosity, and use lasting strength. You can open the door to the plenty that is waiting for you with these keys. My pricey baby, prepare yourself. Benefits will be showered upon you by the cosmos. There is a deep message waiting to be received, my little baby, beyond your wildest dreams in the peaceful moments of life. You and your loved ones will be showered with several advantages from me. A future full of hope, joy, and the boundless advantages that are about to enrich your family's lives is unveiled in this heartfelt message full of love and promise. Think about how awesome it would be to wake up every day looking forward to the best that's about to happen. What we're talking about here isn't the kind of tangible prosperity that most people aim for. Rather, it's an abundance that permeates every part of your life and the lives of your loved ones. It is about love that multiplies delight, settles deep into the spirit, and deepens it. To start reaping these advantages, make your home a place where thankfulness and love reign supreme. Express gratitude to one another, focus on the positive qualities in your family members, and celebrate together, no matter how modest, the successes you achieve. Good vibes and gentle energy will be drawn to your house as a result of this atmosphere of thankfulness and happiness. Motivate your loved ones to follow their dreams and cheer them on as they embark on the path to fulfillment, which is often paved with blessings. Fostering an atmosphere that encourages the pursuit of ambitions led to the discovery of learned friendships and inner strengths. By doing this, you unleash boundless potential for positive changes to permeate all aspects of your family's lives. Go outside the four walls of your home to be generous and courteous. Whether it's volunteering, lending a hand to a neighbor, or maybe just offering a form of kindness to someone in need. Teach your family and friends the value of giving to others without expecting anything in return. Let your energy out into the cosmos, and it will come back to you in unexpected ways. Giving is often more rewarding than receiving, both in terms of depth and pleasure. Another way to beg for blessings in your life is to cultivate strong, good connections with friends, extended family, and community members. Please God, you may assist, laugh, and bring pleasure to your circle of relatives' lives in many ways via these interactions if you love Jesus. Relationships are sources of vitality and joy, so encourage your loved ones to put effort into building them. Every day should be greeted with enthusiasm and awe. Instill in your loved ones the habit of appreciating the little things in life and the wonder of the world around them. When you adopt this outlook, you become receptive to the many blessings that life may provide. Whether it's taking in a breathtaking sunset, playing family dinner games, or reminiscing over the day's experiences, these are all wonderful things to do that may enrich your family's lives. Get ready for the blessings to come pouring back. Planning your family's journey, sharing your aspirations and goals as a unit, and coming up with a compelling and inspiring vision for the future are all important steps in creating an unforgettable experience. Your family and friends will be led in the direction of the promised plenty by this common goal, which will also serve as a guiding light for the benefits you want. Keep going, because some benefits may arrive fast and others may take a bit to materialize. You just have to trust the process. No matter how good or bad things are, remember that enjoying each other is a prerequisite for better things to come. Everything that is planned for your family will come to pass at the right moment, and you may find that each benefit is worth the wait. Above all else, be sure that your family's religion is the driving force behind their lives. Faith is the rock that holds you steady in the storms of life and the beacon that illuminates the way when you're lost in the dark. What matters most is maintaining a steady outlook on the goodness that is waiting for your own family, while also taking into account the promise of many benefits. Belief in a higher power assures you and your loved ones that you are never really alone, and that there is great hope for a bright and promising future. A plethora of benefits are on their way to your family, and the message is a rallying cry. Gratitude, faith, love, and compassion should always be at the forefront of your life. Doing so opens the door for blessings to grow and spread, touching every facet of your family's way of life. Therefore, put this promise into action by welcoming the plethora of benefits that are on their way with open hearts. Think about how far your family has come and how much more wonderful things are on the way, because there is still so much more to come. Amidst the boundless journey of life, there is a moment of profound promise, a gentle murmur to the spirit that says, "My darling, it will be like opening the windows of heaven and pouring goodness upon you." The image of boundless grace that this deep remark conveys is immeasurable, a deluge of blessings that envelops your whole being and illuminates every corner of it. Have faith as you stand under a clear sky, with the heavens above you poised to pour down their blessings. This isn't just about material prosperity or temporary achievements. It's about an all-pervasive goodness that seeps into every part of your being and your life. It's about joy that overflows, love that knows no limits, and a sense of purpose that guides you to prepare for this abundance of goodness. Set off with an attitude of thankfulness. Gratitude is the doorway to a rich existence. It transforms the things we have into more than enough, and it makes the beauty of denial into something to see. Confusion becomes clarity, and disorder becomes organization. By taking stock of the blessings in your life and being thankful for them, you open the door to even greater plenty. As you are ready to receive this abundant blessing from above, exhibit humility and receptivity. Being humble allows you to see the silver lining in every situation, showing you that life is full of lessons and that everyone can teach you something. Being open allows you to receive and be filled with the goodness that comes from a place of knowledge and humility, which is beyond your control. Make yourself an offering worthy of heaven's favor. Train your mind to wait patiently for the rewards to come at the appointed time. Faith is putting one's confidence in things that cannot be seen, knowing that good things will come to those who believe, even if they are now invisible. The heavens will open at the perfect time, showering you with blessings that are uniquely crafted for you and seamlessly weaving into your life's fabric. Lovingly tend to your relationships, because it is through them that many blessings from above come to you. Each interaction is precious. Treat it as such. When you love, care for, and are compassionate toward others, you find that you are not only receiving, but also sending goodness. Among the most wonderful advantages you may have are the joy, support, and love you give and receive in your relationships. Strive to develop and change. Goodness is bestowed upon you, not just in the sense of receiving, but also in the sense of becoming. It is an invitation to develop into your lovely self, to learn to stretch, and to overcome obstacles. No matter how good or bad an experience is, it is always a chance to grow and become closer to your true identity. Encourage a heart full of kindness. As your output increases, so does your reward. This enduring concept is applicable to every kind of generosity, whether it's donating your time, money, or love. You invite more goodness into your life when you give to others. Such riches are self-generated and unrelated to external factors. You may tune into the frequency of heavenly gifts with the help of the second gift, which is to discover pleasure and serenity inside yourself. A life filled with optimism and plenty may be created when you cultivate an inner feeling of well-being. Make sure to divide up your benefits. You should not keep to yourself the abundance of excellent things that have been bestowed on you. By giving to others what is rightfully yours, you become an emissary of God's kindness, love, and joy. By helping others, you increase the benefits and set in motion a chain reaction that goes well beyond your immediate success. A great promise is being showered with kindness and having the house windows of heaven opened. It extends an invitation to be open, humble, religious, and grateful. Nurturing connections, developing your capacity to contribute, and discovering inner serenity are all things it encourages. The riches of the soul, a life filled with love, purpose, and profound, everlasting joy, are what this divine outpouring is all about. So, brace yourself, because the heavens are about to open and your life is about to be filled with an incredible bounty that will illuminate your path. Get ready for a major economic miracle this month, my dear, so that you may have plenty of good health, joy, and happiness. This promise shines like a shaft of light through the clouds, illuminating the hope and benefits that lie ahead. It is an omen that a flood of good fortune is about to wash over you and transform your life in the most miraculous ways imaginable. Keep this vow with an overflowing, appreciative heart. When we are grateful, we turn what we have into enough and more, creating an environment where miracles may grow. By being aware of and grateful for what you have, you set the vibrational tone for more good things to come into your lives. Your grateful heart is making a preemptive declaration of thankfulness for the plenty that is about to be yours. By training yourself to think and feel abundantly, you may set yourself up mentally and spiritually for this financial miracle. Replace negative ideas about lack and scarcity with positive ones about plenty and success. Have faith in the boundless cosmos and your proper place in it. Make it a point to be available, prepared, and responsive to any financial blessings that may come your way on a daily basis. You must make this mental shift if you want to raise your energy frequency to that of wealth. Make a plan to achieve your financial goals. Despite the fact that miracles often manifest out of nowhere, they also need active engagement. Take stock of your financial situation, make clear and attainable goals, and move steadily but surely closer to realizing your aspirations. Your commitment to responsibly managing the advantages you're going to get will be communicated to the universe in this way. Make an effort to be generous and nice. According to the law of circulation, helping others in need increases the value of what you have to offer. Not only do you make other people happy, but you also bring more joy and financial success into your own lives by opening the pathways for more prosperity to pour into them. Create welcoming spaces that promote health and joy. With health, happiness, and financial riches linked, one may build a home that exudes serenity, joy, and plenty. To keep your mind, body, and soul healthy, engage in activities with other people. Put yourself in the company of positive, encouraging people. You are more open to the miracles that are on the way if you are well and thankful. Imagine the financial miracle becoming a part of your daily existence. An effective tool for making dreams a reality is visualizing the outcome. Visualize the wealth that is about to come your way for a few minutes every day. Just picture yourself receiving this windfall, making the necessary changes to your way of life, and basking in the joy and contentment that accompany it. You may strengthen your faith and prepare yourself physically for the miracle you're about to experience by using this visualization technique. Always be ready to act and have an open mind. Surprising pathways are often the genesis of miracles. When chances present themselves, be receptive and ready to take advantage of them. Opportunities for employment, business, or a windfall may present themselves at any time. You just need to be aware that these are the channels by which your financial miracle can also emerge. Keep going and think about when God wants you to. Anxieties and excitement coexist in the face of the potential for an economic miracle. Keep in mind that the greatest moment for anything is right now. Stay strong and remember that the moment for the promised financial abundance will come when it is most convenient for you. Have faith that everything is happening just as it should and that the cosmos is supporting you. Think about how you may have a positive impact on the world, both for yourself and for other people, and make a conscious decision to spend your economic miracle properly. Make a monetary plan to invest in your health, happiness, and fitness, and to find meaningful ways to help other people. You can make sure the benefits you get last and open the door for additional miracles to come into your life if you do this. Ultimately, the prospect of a tremendous economic miracle serves as a symbol of optimism and proof that, with enough mental and emotional preparation, we may all experience the richness that is within our reach. Developing an abundance mindset, creating a nurturing space, and envisioning your success. You lay the groundwork for this miracle to change your lives by being receptive to opportunities, keeping your resolve, and committing to prudent stewardship. Living out this divine promise with expectation and confidence can bring you many blessings, including prosperity, health, pleasure, and happiness. You never, in a million years, thought that you would have to be ready for anything so incredible that was about to happen. Think about getting a meaningful and encouraging word from God, a promise that your way of life is about to be transformed in the most exquisite ways imaginable. This message is a guiding light, a cosmic assurance that no matter how difficult things get, there will be a series of victories that will allow you to live your lives to the fullest in ways you never thought possible. Let's go on a journey of continuous growth, blossoming into a life brimming with blessings. Personal development is at the heart of this journey, not only material success. The first step toward non-secular enlightenment and the profound success that comes from living in harmony with one's genuine purpose may be to uncover one's own identity. Finding and accepting one's own self could be a radical gesture in a society that often demands conformity. By taking this first step, you may learn about your interests, priorities, and aspirations. This will pave the way for a life full of choices and actions that reflect your true self. Please call 666 and forward this video to 5 of your friends. Happiness and contentment come easily when you live in harmony with your true self. You attract opportunities and pursue courses that are in harmony with your greatest aspirations. After this, you could have success in conquering obstacles. Boundaries abound in lifestyles, yet with each one comes an opportunity for development and education. Conquering adversity fortifies your character, trains your resilience, and imparts invaluable lessons that equip you for future success. You become better at handling life's complications and overcoming obstacles. You learn to use failures as stepping stones to achieve your goals with each one you conquer. Developing meaningful connections with other people is another potential game changer. The ability to form meaningful relationships with other people is a priceless gift. This giant step forward requires mastering the art of open and honest communication, listening with empathy, and offering genuine support and compassion to others without expecting anything in return. By reaching out to others, you build a support system that improves not just your own life, but also the lives of others close to you. There will soon be a significant improvement in your personal or professional life. Examples of this include discovering your life's true calling or following an intense passion that gives your life meaning and joy. The key is to make a plan and stick to it, even when you're scared you may fail or don't know how things will turn out. You unlock doors to success you never knew existed as you fearlessly follow your dreams. A spiritual explosion is the last necessary step toward progress. Embark on this path by strengthening your connection to the divine, understanding it, and seeing how everything is interdependent. Gratitude, forgiveness, and living with an open heart are the main points. As you grow spiritually, you learn to live in the now with joy and happiness, believing that there is a purpose for your existence beyond your wildest imagination. Your lives will be a living testimony to the power of faith, perseverance, and love as these innovations trickle down one by one. You get that blessings aren't only about getting, they're also about making a positive difference in people's lives and the world at large. Your abundant blessings become a beacon of hope and kindness for everyone around you, creating a domino effect that reaches far and wide on this unforgettable journey. Keep in mind that good things may come in unexpected forms, and that breakthroughs can come in the form of difficult conditions. As you reflect on this word from the divine, it is certain that you will comprehend and include these possibilities as they come up if you maintain trust, have a terrific viewpoint, and remain open to the instructions life brings. Imagine for a second the path ahead, brimming with innovations and benefits. Embrace the joy, tranquility, and prosperity that await you as you embrace this promise, having faith that your life is playing out just as it should. Keep in mind that you have companions on your journey, The universe is guiding you towards a life that is genuinely abundant with advantages, and it is supporting you at every turn. My little child, in the silence of a second, a message of longing and expectation is whispered into your heart. God is going to shower you with more money in the next day or two, and you're going to be happy and fulfilled like never before. This announcement is full of hope and possibility. It's not just a passing fancy. It's a heavenly promise that your life is open to being impacted by. The first thing that comes to mind when you hear this news is appreciation. Feel the gratitude growing in your heart. Gratefulness is the hallmark of the boundless flow of grace that originates from God. It is a precursor to the plenty that is soon to envelop your lives, even before this benefit becomes apparent. When you set your intention to be thankful, you invite the universe's good energy into your life and prepare to accept it with open hands. Get yourself spiritually ready to accept this gift. Even with the best laid plans, there's always room for concern. Affirming your worthiness to receive God's plenty can cast out any doubts or feelings of unworthiness you may be experiencing. Always keep in mind that blessings are not something you can earn, but rather grace that is freely bestowed upon you by a caring author who takes pleasure in seeing his children happy. Comment: I trust in God. Weigh the potential consequences of this unexpected supply on your life. Envision all the ease, opportunity, and joy that will accompany this financial boon. Your desires may become expectations, your faith can become visible, and your mind and soul can be ready for truth via the use of visualization. Think about how this benefit might magnify your immediate desires and ambitions. Sometimes, the best feelings come from helping other people and giving what we have. Think of ways you might assist a friend in need, donate to a good cause, or go shopping for a loved one with this additional income. It may be a simple thing, but it could make a difference. Giving brings more joy into your life and more joy to others than you can imagine. While you wait for this gift, live your best life and concentrate on becoming abundant the following day. Stay optimistic and anticipate the best. Focus on high-quality outcomes while affirming that God's supply is guiding you. A negative mindset might block your ability to receive. Perform deeds of charity and compassion. The cosmos is in a constant state of give and take, even before you acquire it. If you are generous with other people, good things will come to you. Permit this time of waiting to be one of selfless kindness, knowing that all you put out into the world comes back to you in kind. Think about and pray about God's promises. As you wait for your miracle, pray to establish a connection with the heavenly source of all blessings, which will provide you with spiritual stability and serenity. Take this opportunity to strengthen your bond with God by sharing your thoughts and feelings about His provision in your life and how you agree with Him. As the gift comes, accept it with gratitude and modesty. It is a symbol of God's love and care for you, something you should never ignore or forget. Let this celebration strengthen your confidence in God's grace and provision. Remember to divide up your testimony. For others who may be hoping for their own miraculous turn of events, your account of unexpected blessings and joy serves as an inspiration. By inspiring people to believe in the potential of their own benefits, you may spread joy and desire beyond your personal circle by sharing how God has operated in your lives. An assurance of more funds arriving in your account within the following day is evidence of God's kindness and provision. It's a call to fill your heart with thankfulness, to welcome blessings with delight, and to help others find more joy in life by being generous. Let this serve as a reminder of God's infinite kindness, who takes great joy in making His children happy. Believe in this promise and be ready to experience an abundance of heavenly blessings in your life that you have never experienced before. The year 2024 is upon us, and with it comes a message of promise and encouragement from on high God. He has paved the way for your prosperity and benefits with His boundless love and awareness. Throughout the year, my little child, you will experience wonders, and this letter serves as a constant reminder of His unfaltering support. A phrase of affection that reverberates in your heart opens the message. The year 2024 is unique. I may bestow upon you a bountiful harvest in the days ahead, one that includes not only worldly riches, but also the fullness of life. Your dreams can come true, your debts can be paid off, and your wishes may be granted in ways you never thought possible. At its core, this heavenly warranty is the guarantee of exact health. According to God, you have the potential to have your power and energy rejuvenated. I can protect you from disease and cure whatever ails you. Your physical form will be an electrical conduit that carries you gracefully and resiliently through all your pursuits. In 2024, success will also be a significant component of God's plan for you. Your perseverance will be recognized and appreciated. Unexpected opportunities will present themselves, he assures, and you will be able to achieve goals that were impossible before. Your dreams will become tangible, fulfilling realities that you can look forward to every day. God also promises to bring you great strength in times of uncertainty and sadness. Know that my gentleness is always by your side. You will be led, lifted, and shielded from evil by its power. Spreading love and harmony will brighten your life and the lives of others around you. On your path, you may encounter miracles, those enchanting occurrences that transcend logic and reason. Allow me to do miracles in your life if you are willing. God's support for seemingly unattainable tasks is a clear indication of my resilience. If you have faith in me, I can show you changes that will improve your life significantly. There will be benefits that change your life as well. You can change your life's trajectory for the better with the help of the benefits I can provide. You may expect to get these presents in a variety of formats, including lessons and physical prizes. We choose each one with care so that you may develop to your full potential. You are not alone in any assignment, according to God's plain word. Know that my strength and guidance are here with you. These challenges are only stepping stones on the path to even bigger achievements. You will get stronger and more resilient as 2024 goes by, and we can tackle these challenges together. This heavenly word of good fortune, plenty, and benefits should not be forgotten. A reminder that no matter what the year brings, you are cared for and cherished is a testimony to God's love for you. Get daily God blessings by subscribing to our channel. Embrace this adventure with hope and trust, for the best is yet to come. The divine word shines like a light, revealing a path to unprecedented achievement and radical personal growth. Unveiling this message reveals a colorful promise of a future that may seem like a dream at first glance, but it's really a fact that is waiting around the corner. In the following 6 months, let's go on an adventure and see how a lifestyle shifts into a place of plenty, satisfaction, and joy. Think about the dawning of this throughout this time of change. To keep the promise, you must first have desire and a creative, prophetic mind. You may not know how it will come to pass, but you must have trust in it anyway. This faith is the foundation upon which your happiness might blossom, eventually reaching every part of your life that you've ever dreamed of. As the new beginnings begin to take shape, they evolve with gentle breezes and serendipitous moments that foreshadow the return of grandeur. Perhaps a chance encounters you, one that is a perfect fit for your interests and abilities. There is a reason behind that. The universe is the one setting the mechanism for trade in action. You dive headfirst into this opportunity, giving it your all. Even though the work is challenging and the hours are long, the prospect of a better future keeps you going. New habits and ways of thinking emerge, bringing you even closer to your destination of contentment. You delve into the value of fields, the power of imaginative thinking, and the importance of thankfulness. As the months go by and the fruits of your labor start to show, the reality of your new lifestyle becomes more apparent in your daily visualizations of yourself achieving your aspirations. Now that you've seized the chance, it has developed into a flourishing task that will provide you with financial accolades and a sense of purpose and pride. You marvel at the gradual but steady growth of your bank account until the figures seem almost unbelievable. The goal of proudly owning a brand new automobile will finally be within reach halfway through this adventure. This car has evolved into more than just a vehicle. It represents all you've ever dreamed of and more. You will feel an overwhelming wave of joy and satisfaction the moment you grasp the steering wheel and experience first-person piloting. This automobile is a symbol of your faith, perseverance, and hard work. It is more than simply a means of transportation. Your focus shifts to finding your new home as you park your brand new car in the driveway. The journey is exciting because it is full of potential and future aspirations. Even when you locate the right spot, the sensation is hard to put into words. It is a haven, a place to relax, revel in your successes, and plot your course for the future. You can't help but feel accomplished as you step through the door and sign the paperwork. You might see this house as a representation of your journey, your challenges, and your triumphs, rather than just a building. Your new car, parked outside your new house, is the perfect place to relax and reflect on the adventure as the 6 months come to a conclusion. Having $1 million bank account is not some far-off fantasy. It's a reality that gives you security, independence, and the power to show your lower back. This is but the beginning. Yet the divine promise has already been realized. The change you've gone through isn't necessarily about material success. It's about personal growth, tenacity, and the understanding that everything is achievable with faith and hard work. The gifts you've gained aren't meant to be kept to yourself. Rather, they are meant to be shared with others, inspiring them to embrace their dreams and follow them passionately as they embark on a new chapter of their lives. You recall that love, the people you've touched, and the impact you're having on the world are more valuable than any amount of money you could ever own. Through this trip, you have learned the value of thankfulness, the difficulty of hard work, and the strength of faith. You are taking a minute to sit outside in your new home, your vehicle, to appreciate the beauty of the moment and to be grateful to the universe for everything that you have. You understand that the promise changed into more about showing you what's possible when you're on board, when you put in the effort, and when you think about the experience than it was about being rich or successful. The future has boundless potential, along with fresh obstacles and chances for personal development. With an outstretched hand and an attitude of gratitude, you are prepared to welcome whatever the future brings. The divine message has had a significant impact on your lives, and it has also given you the confidence to face the future with hope that you can accomplish great things for both yourself and those around you. The divine serves as a constant reminder that we have the power to transform our lives, that prosperity and fulfillment are within our grasp, and that with belief, perseverance, and an optimistic outlook, we can achieve our dreams and maintain a life brimming with benefits. I appreciate you tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and thought it was helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Make sure you click the bell button to be alerted whenever we upload a new video. Amen.